Careful where you're stepping with those big dumb feet of yours.
You're a warlord?
My name's Ulf. Warlord Ulf. And don't you forget it, young'un. And if you even think about making trouble around here, you can expect a warm welcome from my Danya.
Danya? Who's that? Your lady friend?
Danya's my weapon, you goddamn idiot. So unless you're looking to get real intimate with her, stay on my good side. You hear?
Duly noted.
Jax, we need to talk. In private.
Yeah, sure. What is it? Another job in Tavar?
No, let's find somewhere we can be sure we're not watched.
If you insist.
Let me know when you have the time.
I'm free right now.
All right, come with me. It won't take long. This should be good enough.
Here? Someone could walk by any second.
True, but my men are on guard over there, so I can be sure they won't be able to hear us.
What's wrong? You don't trust them?
Not anymore. I thought I was being paranoid at first, but now I'm sure one of my bodyguards is plotting with the outlaws against me.
Huh. You think they want to kill you? Rob you?
You know that we took in a lot of former outlaws at the fort. They call themselves the Abandoned. Well, the outlaws who settled in the crater of Ateris think of them as the worst kind of traitors. They want nothing more than to see every last one dead.
Then we have to stop them.
Yes, but how? I have an important position at the fort, and spend most of my time out in the field. That makes me a good target for any spies trying to infiltrate the Berserkers. It's much easier to send sensitive information to the outlaws of Ateris from out here than it is from Tavar. Or the fort.
Okay, I get it. But it still sounds pretty paranoid. Not like you at all. Why would one of your own men want to betray you? Didn't you vet them before you let them join?
What was there to vet? They're a bunch of crooked bastards who were about to be kicked out of the fort. But I took them under my wing and gave them the chance to fight for us anyway.
Well, that's just great.
You can't always pick and choose your comrades in arms.
So what can I do to help?
I just found out one of my bodyguards met with the outlaws outside recently. But I don't know which one exactly. I want you to keep a close eye on them. Find out who the traitor is.
And how do I do that? They're your boys. Why would they trust me?
I have no idea. I've tried everything I can think of to find out the truth, but it's been fruitless. Besides, you have more experience with this type of situation. Maybe you'll do better.
I'll need the names of all your bodyguards.
There's Cyric, quiet, reserved, but a good fighter. He's fought by my side many times. Drabak is more direct, but I've always been able to rely on him. Then there's Finley, young and with a lot of crazy ideas, but that doesn't mean anything. Very good! Until a few days ago.
Commander, current understanding of invader technology insufficient.
Yeah. I want to know a lot more before we make a move. But are they that advanced? We need info on how they operate and how they think. We need a better assessment of their whole situation. Their technology will help.
Invader technology deployed in the vicinity of the Bastion. Recommend scan.
You already looked around? Great work, little guy.
Immediate departure possible. Awaiting orders.
What the hell?
Until a few days ago, I would have trusted any of them with my life. but things change.
We're done for now. What did you do before you became Kaya's bodyguard?
Huh? What? Why'd you ask? I haven't done something wrong, have I?
I don't know. Have you?
What? No, of course not. Wait, what was the question again? Oh, yeah, right. What I did before. I was with the Outlaws, back when Logan, Duke of Tavar, was boss. A lot changed when the Berserkers took command of the fort. I didn't want to have anything to do with them assholes in the crater, so I threw my lot in with the Berserkers.
Did you completely cut off contact with the others?
Most of them, yeah. Half of them would like to see me dead, know what I mean? I still do some deals with a handful of them, but that's it.
I see. You were in contact with an outlaw from the crater recently, right?
Ah, shit. Yeah, I was. Just traded a few things, you know? A ration here, a few Alexit there. Nothing more than that.
You know how that looks, right?
Oh, come on. Get off my ass, man. Not like I blabbed about our plans or anything. It's fine for me to earn a little on the side. I'd never put us at risk.
If you say so.
Hey, listen. Let's keep this between us, okay? Don't get me into shit for making a little extra Alexit. Please.
I still haven't questioned all the bodyguards. But this guy's a top suspect. You've been a berserker for a long time, right?
As long as I can remember.
Have you always been a warrior?
I do what needs doing. Right now, that's fighting.
Okay. So, have you ever met a real outlaw?
Yeah?
And? What do you think of them?
Too much posturing.
Right. Okay. And what about Kaya? Are you loyal to her? Or are you thinking about stabbing her in the back one day?
I'd rather die than let anything happen to Kaya.
Yeah, I believe you. You been to those forests nearby recently? While off duty, maybe?
The only thing that'll take me off duty is an arrow to the head. I'll follow Kaya's orders, period.
You're trying to tell me that you never want to see something different? Come on, kid.
Back in the old days, maybe, with the Outlaws, I mean. But I was a kid then, had nothing to lose. But I made a living at the fort. I was already a pretty good fighter, knew the ropes. Outlaws forever, fuck all the rest. That was me. Till the first time I saw a berserker, Kaya. I'd never seen a berserker woman, and never anyone like her. Figured if somebody like her could be in charge, the berserkers were alright with me. So I snuck away and joined them. Been Kaya's bodyguard ever since. Best choice I ever made. She's, well, you know.
I'm curious to see if Kaya sees things just as clearly. Yeah, I'll do that. I have news about your bodyguards.
So, who is it? Who's plotting with the Outlaws?
Jabak. He's been meeting with a few guys from the crater, but it seems harmless.
Harmless? They're the enemy.
Look, Jabak was a nobody. Just another guard in the fort, and a big fan of Tavar's former Duke, Logan. He's a berserker because his own people left him no other choice, and he's happy to go with the flow. But he still has contacts in the crater. Looks to me like he's just doing a little business on the side. Of course, just because he's not planning some big betrayal doesn't mean he doesn't blab to them from time to time. Best not to talk about sensitive things in front of him.
Are you serious? I should kill him! If I didn't hold such a high office. Who would trust a leader who executes her own men? My reputation would be in tatters. Although, no one would think anything if you were to do it. You're not the Oracle of Tavar. You don't have people depending on you. You don't have to answer for everything and everyone. You can kill Drabok. For me. You know he deserves it.
Calm down. You're starting to lose it.
What do you expect after telling me something like that? Look, I need some time to process this. Just give me some space. Let me sort things out.
Come here, scum!
Well, 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 look at you. Trying to escape, huh?
No. Why? Escape what?
You should pay more attention to the rules if you don't want to have an unfortunate accident.
Hey, man, I don't know what you mean.
Sure you do. If you like, I can explain. Kaya's not happy about your shady deals with the outlaws in the crater.
Shit. Hadn't crossed my mind she might have a problem with it.
Obviously. We probably shouldn't discuss it further until the dust settles.
Oh, man, this really sucks. I've just gotten used to shit here. So, guess all I can do is get the hell out of here for now, right? Okay. Shit. Guess I better not do any more trading with those guys, right?
I think that'd be for the best.
Yeah, fine. Thanks, man. I owe you one.
So, is that the end of Drabok?
Yeah, he's gone.
And you think letting him live was the right decision?
You see a lot. I think he's harmless.
But you can't be sure of that, can you?
We'll see once the shooting starts. If he's on our side, fighting for our cause, you'll have your answer.
Not good enough. He should be put in the ground.
You really have changed in the last few years.
I don't want to hear this.
Can't you see it? You're not the same person.
I have responsibilities, duties. I have to be tough.
Being tough is all well and good, as long as it doesn't turn into delusion and blind rage.
Oh, you think you know everything, don't you? If only you were half the man you...
Stop. You're losing sight of what really matters.
Is that so? Maybe I should teach you some manners. Beat that insolence out of you.
Do you even hear yourself? That's not the Kaya who was once my dearest companion.
Enough of this. I don't have time for a walk down memory lane.
Then make the time. I'm worried about you. All I see is a resentful warrior who leads through fear. Carry on like this, and soon your own people won't trust you anymore.
Damn you, Jax. Let's speak clearly then. You want to be rid of me, don't you?
I want you by my side. I need your strength, but I also need you to have a clear mind and heart. We have an enormous task ahead of us. We can't afford any weakness.
All right. I should take some time. Go to the fort and think about all this. There's probably a lot for me to do there anyway.
Okay, you do that. We'll talk again in a few days.
I'll be leaving then. Look after our little one, won't you?
I'll check on him whenever I can. Let's do this. You can take me to the Scion's tech?
Acknowledged. Follow, Commander. alien technology located nearby, due north.
Okay, and let's see what we find.
Stand by. Request confirmation of original action plan.
You mean to prepare Magellan for the imminent threat of the Aware?
Acknowledged.
Do you see what's going on here? I'd say it's too late for that now. Looks like their invasion is underway.
Acknowledged. Contact.
Seen. Looks like alien agitators. Guarding something. Well, so be it. Ugh, my head. This damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Immediate offensive deployment recommended.
I'm on it.
Please confirm Aware and invading force are same enemy.
They have to be, right? That's just my guess. I don't know for sure.
Likelihood that agitators were guarding technology downgraded to unlikely. Items discovered correspond with agitator equipment, no other items.
Yeah, their armor is pretty good for a scout troop.
Enemy troop objective likely to be installation of unknown apparatus.
Really? Why do you say that?
Troop equipped with many control nodes, capable of rapid deployment in any environment. Similar to ALB equipment for infiltration of alien technology.
We're listening in on someone? You mean a bug.
Control node chip. Accurate.
So they've deployed these things at strategic points across our territories. Who knows where they've already been using them? Explains why their attacks have been so effective. You compared their technology to ALB technology. Does that mean...
ALB and alien data transfer methodology similar.
Finally we catch a break. So we can use our tech to connect with them.
Data compatibility with our systems 85.9%.
I can work with that. It's very informative. Keep searching, little fella. Let me know if you strike it lucky again, okay?
Acknowledged.
Gun. Hey, I heard Rat made you a cultivator. From what I heard, you might just be capable of using the skills I teach. So, if you would like to learn the secrets of our order, just say the word, and I will teach you.
Teach me something.
Of course. What do you want to know?
About the military forces of the other factions. I joined the Berserkers.
You always did have a strong affinity with those nature-loving warriors. There's no denying one's roots. We've completed the first stage of our long journey. The Sixth Power has taken its first steps, but now the real work begins. I'm impressed, Jax. I knew you could do this, but I'm still surprised by how efficient you've been.
That's the reason you, I mean the hybrid, always sent me on the toughest missions, isn't it?
Indeed. And even after all these years, you haven't lost any of your skills. Just as well, we're really going to need them.
We've still got a long way to go. So many difficult situations and demanding people. They all seem to want to determine my fate. And my family's. But I've got decent weapons again, and I'm ready to face the next obstacle. The Sixth Power is now in action, and soon we'll be a serious contender in the battle for Magalon. And I'm part of it, whether I want to be or not. Not much is certain yet, but the coming days will reveal more about my special role in the war against the invaders. Meanwhile, the Skyans will be expanding the regions covered in their alien flora. Before long, we'll be in a world we don't recognize, full of creatures that'll change or destroy us. My infection. The Dark Elix is starting to take over. I'm already feeling the first effects of the disease. I need to get some healing soon, or I won't get the chance to fight my first real battles.
We need to talk about that infection of yours. I've made some startling discoveries about the Dark Elix, and I'm certain now that, left untreated, the infection will eventually transform you into a Skyanid creature.
After all this time, that's all you've got? You bastard.
Well, we could pump you full of painkillers, but I don't think that's a good idea. One moment of inattention and the infection could overwhelm you. Better not take that risk.
Great.
I've developed a method of extracting specific DNA fragments from infected subjects. So I'm going to need as many different subjects as possible to continue with my research. That's where we should concentrate our efforts next.
What about me? I'm infected. Will my DNA fragments help?
I need samples from subjects that have already mutated. But they can't be from just any Skyanid. I'm going to need exceptionally thermoactive specimens. You'll have to hunt them down and use the method I've devised to extract those DNA fragments from them.
Any activity on the Skyan invasion front?
Things are still relatively quiet. They must be preparing for a major assault. But I'm more concerned about the Morkons at the moment.
Fuck, I'd almost forgotten about them.
They're unpredictable and represent a huge risk in our war against the Skyans. Especially Patriarch Victor. You should speak to him. Try to reach some form of agreement. Nothing would be worse than him attacking us when we least expect it.
So what else have you got for me?
I've received reports from our neighbors to the northwest. It seems the clerics have lost control of some of their own troops. Their headquarters are about to be attacked by a group of malfunctioning robots. You should stop them before they reduce the cleric castle to a pile of rubble. You should talk to Thialg about our defenses. There's still a long way to go before we're properly prepared. By choosing your faction, you have also decided who the Sixth Power will form an alliance with. We'll deal with that in more detail when the time is right.
DNA fragments from thermoactive skyanids. Am I supposed to know what any of that means?
Yes, I know it sounds complicated. But it's really rather simple. It's all about the cell's DNA replication. How actively and stably the cells of the infected subjects transform. The best data I can use is from subjects whose transformation was particularly quick and effective. When it comes to researching Dark Elix, that could save me a lot of time, and we have precious little to spare. Even things like pieces of skin, scales, or excrement might be enough if they come from highly thermoactive specimens. I've added the relevant data to your agitator. It will show you promising areas for the DNA fragments I need. Focus your search there.
What if I can't come to an agreement with Patriarch Victor?
Well, just do everything you can to make sure it doesn't come to that. Come back when you've collected your first DNA fragments. The sooner I can work on them, the faster my research will yield results.
I wonder if Kaya has calmed down yet. The Dark Elix is giving us enough of a headache. Kaya might be able to help. I should go see her. How's it going?
No sooner do I resume my work as an oracle than it becomes a nuisance, as it always does.
I know just what you mean.
It's time I turn my attention to more important matters.
I have just the thing. The Skyan's Dark Elix. We still know next to nothing about it. And seeing as you're the expert in Elix, maybe you can look into this new purple stuff.
I've been thinking about that too. And I know just where to begin my investigation. I'll need your help, though.
You got it.
We Berserkers worry more than anyone about the Skyanids. In a way, they're not unlike the Albs mutants. They're slaves to Elix, too, and are fundamentally changed by the substance. But what is its nature? How does it work? What makes it so infectious? Does it possess a collective voice like the blue Elix we've lived with all these years?
You think you can find a cure for Dark Elix infections?
I won't know what I discover until I discover it.
Can't do any harm to have other irons in the fire. Who knows when Dawkins' research will yield any useful results? Where do we start with our search?
I have a certain affinity for Elix and mana. I can sense many of their properties, and even communicate with them. We already know that one derives from the other. But its purple form is very different. It has both replicative and infectious properties. Isolating and analyzing it without contracting the Dark Plague won't be easy.
You can do it. You always do.
I wish I shared your confidence. I will need a sample in its pure form, however. I can't understand how it works unless it's active and whole. And preferably attached to a living organism.
I think I know where this is going.
Yes, I need fresh specimens of Skyanids for closer study. Most of the beasts we've fought so far have been in a transformed state for several weeks. What I need are Skyanids that have undergone a recent mutation. One of our scout troops spotted a young herd of smaller Skyanid specimens south of the fort a few hours ago. It appears they were created from a pack of spinehounds. We should track them down as soon as possible. So if you're ready, I suggest we move.
Let's go pay those mini Skyanids a visit.
All right. Come on, then. Our scouts spotted the beasts over there.
I hope they really are just small specimens.
We're about to find out. You know how this works. You lead, I'll follow.
I see.
We will fight this battle together!
Watch out! Watch out! Damn it.
They may be young, but they're still dangerous. Probably infectious, too.
Maybe if I take a closer look at where the transformation took place, that will suffice. They must have spent several hours there. It's best if you leave me alone for a while. I need to concentrate and see what I can sense from this place. It's just like I thought. I can sense the Dark Elix. It's everywhere. And it recently transformed those beasts right here.
What else did you find out?
The change involves a great deal of pain. The wailing of the creatures is still thick in the air. There's nothing they could do to resist. The transformation was fast, following infection just a few hours before.
That would mean...
Yes, once an animal of this size has been infected, it's only a matter of hours, days at most, before it changes.
What does that mean for infected humans?
There's no way of knowing. I have no human specimens to study. Well, except for you. But for whatever reason, you're a special case. We can't generalize conclusions based on your experience.
All right then. So what do we do now?
I've learned as much as I can here. I need bigger subjects. I'll instruct my men to monitor the Skyanids. As soon as they report any new transformations, I'll let you know. We have to get to the bottom of this.
This is the Kaya I know and love.
Please, there's no time for this now, so just stop it, all right? Watch out!
About it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
I've received a report of new Skyanids. A couple of beasts have just been mutated right by the Bastion. If we move quickly, we can catch them before they disappear. A war against the invaders seems inevitable. We can't afford to fall behind in our preparations.
Okay, let's hunt them down. I hope you know exactly where to find them.
They move around a lot, so it won't be easy. We should head out at once. We're in luck. There they are.
Right. We know what to do.
Look, I know you've been bitten before, but just don't let them get you again, all right? Come on.
Shit. I don't know.
Get behind me! Watch out! Careful! Watch out! I'm here! Watch out! I really despise these creatures.
Hey, I'm not a big fan either.
We need to find where their transformation took place. If you take me there, I can conduct a proper analysis. Give me a moment. I need to focus. This is alarming. I'm not sure what to call it. A plague? Whatever it is, it's far worse than I thought.
What'd you find out?
The incubation period is incredibly short. Those beasts became skyanids no more than 3 hours after becoming infected. And right where we found the creatures.
Does the size of the host make any difference?
I can't say for certain, but I don't think so.
Then what determines how long it takes?
Difficult to say. All we know is that the speed of change isn't down to one simple factor, like metabolism or physical constitution. Given the rate of mutation, and assuming it affects all living beings on this planet in a similar way, then...
Then what?
It would only take a few days for the entire planet to be transformed if there's a real outbreak.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. I'll keep trying, though. Maybe if I could examine an especially large subject. I'll see if my scouts can track one down. Thanks for your help. I'll let you know as soon as I have news.